What's up everybody, I'm Abatage and welcome to Droid Assault. I'm having a shot at all the puppy game games that I have access to, which is 4 in total. You've already seen a couple and this is the second to last, so strap yourself in. As you can see, once again, the menu is fairly similar to the previous ones. Options are fairly similar again, they're quite limited. They're nothing to write home about, let me tell you. And this game, Droid Assault, has to be probably my least favourite of the puppy games that you're going to see. I still like it, I still like the presentation and I love the idea, but it's my least favourite because I feel like the controls could have been put together so much better. As it is, you can see up the top here, no valid binding for action on controller number 1, using defaults, whatever the hell that means. That actually doesn't work. I've tried playing this with a gamepad because it's the kind of game that would work well with a gamepad, because it's almost like twin stick in a way. And you can see here, if I change player 1, I can scroll through controller 1, controller 2, mouse and keys. There is co-op for 2 players, but I've got that turned off because I'm not doing that. But if I select controller 1, and I have one controller plugged into my computer, which works on every other game. It's a Razer Sabertooth, so it's just an Xbox emulated kind of controller. There's nothing weird and wonderful about it, and it works on most games that support gamepad. Controller 1 doesn't work on here at all. Even when I set it to controller 2, I can use it, so I don't know why that's the case, but the controls are mapped really, really weird. So I think you could probably open a config file or something like that to edit them, but if you know anything about me, I'm the guy who I'm not going to go and search for files to change configurations of and, you know, edit the code of, because that's not my job, that's their job. It's, you know, I play games, I don't configure them and make them. I'm happy to select options that suit me, but if I can't rebind the controls on a controller and the controls are badly mapped, I see it as a bit of a failure. So just keep that in mind. And you'll see what I mean, because we'll get into it with mouse and keys, and you'll see what the deal is. Quick start guide, cool, whatever, let's just play. Let's go straight to level 6, just for the hell of it. So let's just shoot these guys a little bit. And I'll explain what's going on in a second. Okay, now that's level complete, so that kind of means that we can just wander around without worrying. So basically on each level, this is the deal, you get these little droids that wander around, and you can see there's a few blue ones. The darker blue ones that we were shooting at before, they will shoot at us back, so you got to take them out. And basically the idea is you got to take them out before... To finish the level, you need to take them out, essentially, is the thing. And what I did there, down here, was I actually assimilated with another robot, just like that, even though that doesn't count because this is a different one. And one that I've already captured in the past. You can see his gun's a little bit stronger than the other one. But there's a whole lot of stuff on the screen, so let's just quickly go through that. Down the bottom, I've got my friendlies, which I've already assimilated to, or, you know, brought into the fold. So they used to be enemies, but now they're friendlies. On the bottom left, I've got my health for the one I've got selected right now, and you can see under each one they've got a little health bar. On the right, I've got transfer, which is, that's what it is, that assimilation type thing. So if I right click, you can see it changes to number 2, because I have the ability to transfer to a security level 2 droid, if that makes sense. Yeah? Good. I can shoot out these security cameras, and as I do, you'll notice there's a battery meter underneath my dude, which will go down, and then it will charge back up again. Basically, if it's up, I can shoot really, really fast. If it's down, I can't shoot very fast at all. So you got to kind of manage your shots a little. And essentially that's what you do. You go through each level, you can transfer between your friendlies really easily by scrolling the mouse wheel. So you can change up dudes depending on how you're going. And at the end of the level you go into here and you can see, again, more information about each of your droids. So these are fairly simple droids. And this guy is a next level kind of droid. And that's pretty much the deal. So now we're going to head down here, and you'll see there's some barricades here and that sort of thing. I'll try and transfer to this guy, which I just did. So now I've got two of those types of guys because, well, why not? These guns are going to shoot at me, and these guys are going to shoot at me. And my battery's down, so I can't shoot very well at the moment, so I'm kind of dodging. Let's quickly blast that. You can see there are pickups and things as well. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. Transfer to him. Now he's got a double shot, which is quite nice. If we grab that, it's a bit of an upgrade on our damage. Oh. I don't have any more transfer points, so I've got to basically shoot these guys until they're dead. But there's lots of different droids, as you can see, and as you transfer to them and assimilate and all that kind of thing, you advance on with which ones you have available to. So this guy shoots 2 shots, which is pretty cool, and they bounce around. This guy will just shoot 1 shot, no worries. This guy is pretty hurt, but he shoots 1 big shot. Oop. You can shoot your friendlies as well, by the way. But let's get out of here and move on. I'm hoping I'll be able to just quickly get up to the boss level at some point here. There are explosive barrels or barriers, I guess, that can be destroyed as you go. Looks like I lost one of my guys because they'll wander off and do their own thing while you're not controlling them. Sometimes when you break boxes, you can break dudes out. Doesn't look like I can assimilate with these guys right now. And as I said, you do get power-ups along the way, like the shield that I'm currently wearing. Transfer to this guy and get one of these guys, and because this guy hovers, he can go over gaps, whereas the others would have to go around it. And I've pretty much killed him straight away. So let's transfer to another one. Yeah, he'll do. So you can see I've got this guy now. He has a twin blaster. Got a couple of these. They're actually called police bots. And yeah, and essentially this follows the same kind of theme as the other puppy games, meaning you can tell the graphics are very similar. Some of the robots are even the same that you see in games like Titan Attacks. They reuse some of the models there, which is kind of nice in this sense because it means they're sticking to their theme quite well, essentially, which is one thing I like about it. Let's delete that turret. Not to mention the kind of retro pixely... Oops, I shot my own guy. The retro pixely kind of glowy graphics are always nice to see. These are mines that will blow up. I don't think I can shoot them. Let's kill him. Looks like there's one more dude. Can we assimilate with him? Yes, we can. All droids neutralized. Let's get to the exit. And you can see the little arrow there always points towards the exit. So now we've got this guy who's a bit bigger. What does he do? He's another police bot. I guess they're all kind of police bots, aren't they? Guard bot, police bot, yeah, cool. It's all the same thing. Now this, I believe, might be where the boss comes out. Or at least we're getting close to it. Oh, Lord. I'm not really sure what we can spend our money on or anything like that yet. A lot of puppy games have various shops and that sort of thing that you can spend your cash on. I'm shooting my own guys here. And here's the boss. So he's quite tough. I haven't beaten him before. As you can see before though, I got that power up which was Rampage, so I got to shoot a whole lot. Which is quite nice. Let's switch out our dudes. Just to confuse them a little. Let's get more of our guys in there. If there's more of us to hit, I figure there's less chance he'll hit us. these. Oh, I'm down to my last droid as well. Goodness gracious. Like I said, I've never beaten this boss before. Because I haven't... Well, I have... Correction. I have beaten him before, but not on this playthrough, if that's what you want to call it. Because they updated the games and it reset a few things, so we kind of had to restart from the beginning. Hence why there's only one on the leaderboard there. Not such a great high score, but I think that kind of illustrates what Droid Assault is all about. Like the other games, it kind of progresses through different levels and that sort of stuff, and you get different droids and all that. And like the other games, it's a very simple kind of concept and it's a simple execution, but it's actually fun to play. And if it wasn't for the control kind of issues that I've got with, you know, the mapping of the controllers and that sort of thing not being too crash hot, if it wasn't for that, I'd say that this is a lot more fun than it actually is, because mouse and keyboard, I just hate doing mouse and keyboard for that sort of moving shooting kind of thing. I'd much rather be able to use a gamepad, which we will do in the next game. So stay tuned, because I've got one more to go on the Puppy Games group of games to have a shot at. And I hope that showed you a little bit more about it and gives you a little bit of an insight into what to expect. Maybe this is your kind of thing. Like I say, I still enjoy it, but it's not to me as much fun as Revenge of the Titans or Titan Attacks, which to me are perfect in what they do. But stay tuned, we'll have another one coming up soon, and then we'll be done with the Puppy Games games. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.